Just to get this out of the way, I was in the sun yesterday, obviously, and I get like rash, and that's why I'm all red. All right, that's all. What's up, my pineapples? Welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a take 2. Yesterday was 4th of July. I tried to film and I just wasn't thinking. I was like, oh yeah, everybody's popping off fireworks. And I was trying to film last night. It wasn't working out. My dogs are freaking out. Maybe I'll show you a clip right here. It's okay, Yuppie. It's okay, Cujo. Okay. We have Yuppie here hiding, and then we have Ewok here. They just wanted me to be downstairs with them. I tried to play music. I tried to put on the TV. They just wanted me downstairs. Like they did not, and they were up here. And since it was like quiet, you could hear all the fireworks and they were freaking out. So I was like, okay, we just gotta zoop. And I just got to film tomorrow morning. Today, I'm going to show you how I slay my wing liner. You guys are always super sweet and always complimenting me whenever I do my wing liner. I am a big time fan of gel pot liners and also pen now. I don't really mess with brushes ever. It's not my forte. I'm not that good. Even when I constantly use a brush liner, it's just not my thing. So before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe so you become a part of the pineapple tribe. Also click that bell or else YouTube is not going to show my videos on your feed. And that sucks. So let's get into it. I don't have any makeup on because I usually always do my eyes first and then I move on to face. I'll do like a little bit of evening out of my lid just so I can at least do that. I'll prep that and then we'll get on to the wing liner. This is actually a good step because even if you are someone that isn't going to wear any eyeshadow period and you just want to do a wing liner, always help prep your lid. Primer or also just concealer like I'm doing now just to even out the lid and then just set it. You can do translucent powder, you can do a cream shadow, whatever you want to do, it's up to you. Take a little bit of Laura Mercier translucent powder and then just set my eyes right here. And if you're someone who has oily skin and your lids get oily, definitely do this step. It is a must or else your wing liner is gonna end up smudging all over the place, no matter how waterproof or how water resistant it is. Just prep the eye. So before I get into the wing liner and all of that, I want to go over my favorite products that I personally like to use for my wing liner. I'm always getting questions what products I love, and there's some big time holy grail products as well. I'm going to start off with my black gel liner pots. That's what I usually use most of the time. I find that liner just lasts the longest on me usually, and it's like the most black and in pigment. Inglot number 77. This one is super popular on YouTube. Is it my favorite? No, but is it one of my darkest ones? Yes, I really like it. I do find that I sometimes get transfer up into my crease just because I have hooded eyelids, and sometimes it does smudge on me. I do have a product that prevents that, which I'll get into it, but just every now and then when it gets like super hot, I will not wear this one just because I find that it does smudge a little bit. Not a ton, but it does. Anastasia, they call it the waterproof creme color. It is definitely waterproof. It is really nice and black. I really love it. It did dry out probably the fastest out of all of my pots, but there's a lot of pigment in here. This is a little bit pricier, you know, than the other ones, but it's really convenient to get because it's at Sephora as well. Now my next one is a drugstore one, and this is my favorite drugstore gel pot, hands down, no matter what. I've tried Maybelline, I've tried Revlon, I've tried Wet n Wild, I've tried e.l.f. I've tried all of the freaking gel pot liners, and this is the #1 winner. This is the Rimmel gel liner. This one is just in black 001. My holy grail ride or die drugstore one. Another thing that's awesome about it is that it comes with a brush, and I actually don't mind the brush. I don't have it on deck right now. Do I use it? Yes, I will use it if I have it. I usually use like certain tools, which I'll get into, but #1 gel pot liner. I love the price point. Never smudges on me. This is what I use like at Disneyland on rides, and my eyes water, you know, for my contacts. Try it out. I feel like lots of people go to like the Maybelline and Revlon because that's what's known, but the Rimmel is bomb. Holy grail, #1 top gel liner is the Sigma Wicked Gel Liner. There's a lot of pigment. It never smudges. It lasts so long. It's waterproof. It doesn't dry out as fast as my other pots. The only inconvenience I can tell you guys is that it is online. I don't know if they sell, I don't think they sell it on Nordstrom. I don't know because they put Sigma products. They already have the brushes and stuff on the Nordstrom website, but I don't know if they have the gel pot liner. I haven't really searched it. I do have a coupon code with them. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. It's all up to you. It is affiliate, and it's just whoop WOP. Can always get 10% off Sigma, any Sigma products. The top #1 holy grail, and it would be honestly the only pen liner I will ever use for like the rest of my life unless something like blows out of the water, which I find that it will be really hard. So for me, I personally love waterproof liners because my eyes water. I find that they just last longer, and I like the pen form. It's really easy to use, almost like goof proof. This is the IT Cosmetics Superhero Liner. It is that amazing. Okay, so I will say with this one, the only downfall is that it doesn't dry matte. But I forgot what ingredient is, but whatever it is to make a waterproof liner, what makes it waterproof is what makes it shiny. It never gets like frayed at the end. You say frayed, flared, whatever. It keeps its point, it keeps its shape, and that's what the main thing is. I find that like a lot of other pens, they just start like flaring at the ends and they lose the shape, and then the tip is just, it's just, I was gonna say something about the tip, but then I got distracted. Sorry. But like the tip stays nice and sharp. The other one I also like, and this is just mainly for touch-ups, and I think it does last a really long time, is the one from Tarte. This kind of doubles as a liner because they have a pencil on one end and a liquid on the other. But this liquid is really nice and super, super black. As you can see, it's much more black than the IT Cosmetics. The only thing is that this doesn't have that thin of a tip. But I do believe that this is waterproof though. So I do really like this one as well. It's just that if you're not gonna use the other pencil side, then, oh my gosh, I'm almost done. That's all I have. It's probably not worth the money. If I were to pick, I would pick this one just because it lasts so long. I do find that the Tarte, like I said, I kind of use it like as a touch-up and to use it, but it's not like my main one, but I do really love it though, to mention it. Just putting it out there. Perfect pen because it has like the best of both worlds. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the tools that I love to create my wing liner, and I'm very, very picky and specific with what I like because I find that wing liner is already, it can be a difficult thing no matter how many times you do it. I mean, I will say obviously with practice and doing it every day, it's gonna get easier, duh. But there's a tool that I'm obsessed with and it makes it so much easier. It is by Sigma. They have sent me a couple of them, but all the rest of them I have bought on my own because I am that obsessed with the brush, and it is the Sigma Wing Liner Brush. Yes, this is just some of them. That's how obsessed I am with the brush. You have no idea. So let me bring you up here, and this is what it looks like. It's like the perfect point. It's super small and precise so that you won't create too large of a wing. It'll give you just like, I don't know, the perfect application so that you can just have that. And sometimes I don't even have to clean up my wing because it looks so sharp just from this. It keeps its shape. I mean, look at that. It is the perfect brush. In my eyes, it beats every brush. I know people love the MAC, what is it, or I forgot what it was, the liner one. I don't like that one because it doesn't have the point. The other brush I like, because this is what the MAC one looks like this actually, except the bristles on the MAC one are longer, so you have less control. It's easier to not get that sharp point, so I recommend the Sigma because the hairs are shorter. Now this one is the E11. This is my second favorite if I were to do my wing liner, just because it is small and precise and you can get that really nice sharp line still. If I were to pick one brush for my wing liner, that is it. That's how serious I am about it. I recommend the brush to everybody. It is that amazing. You need it. If you were to buy one thing on Sigma, I would say the wing liner brush, and that's it. Who really needs this many? But I probably have like 10 more. I'm not even kidding. That's how many I have. And plus, I don't really like washing my brushes every day. Final holy grail item that I love that will help revive all liners. I've mentioned on my channel. It helps seal and make the gel pot liners even more waterproof. Also gives more ease to the gel liners to just apply, because you know how sometimes when the gel pot liner starts drying out and it starts getting like jaggedy, you're like, oh shit. This will revive right here, and these are the Inglot Duraline drops. All you need really is just 1 to 2 drops. I usually drop it in the back of, yeah, as you can see on the cap. Even if you see this, I can put 1 drop back here, and I can use that liner that I left right there, which looks like nothing, and I'll make it happen because it just liquefies the liner and it brings it back to life. If you have a super, I'm talking about like the driest of the driest liner that it looks cracked and you're like, let me just toss it. Don't toss it. drop some of this in there and it'll revive it. That's how, the only way why I still have this gel pot liner in all these pots is because this saves it. I saw you can get it on Amazon, I believe, and also Macy's carries it. I think I did Macy's last time because they had free shipping. I absolutely love it. So I'll link it down below, but it's a must. I know a lot of you just want to know like what works for me, what products as opposed to application, but now let's get into the application anyhow because I talked about all my favorite products. I've just been using my Jet because I'm trying to like use this one up. Just like 1 or 2 drops in there and I go like this. I have my wing liner brush right here. Just look at that point right there. It's so perfect. Now for me personally, I never start from the outside. I find that it's easier to start from the inside out. Sometimes I find that when I start off with the wing first, since I didn't guide the line over here, sometimes I can get it a little bit out of control. So I personally like to just start from the inside and I'll just line right here. And what I love about the Duraline is look how it's just letting that liner just glide. I don't have to like tug and pull at my eye. I mean, if you want to hold your eye taut, that's fine, but I personally don't like to do that all the time. With very small strokes, I don't do like, oh, whoop, one shot and, you know, pray that the wing liner God's gonna be with me. I don't do that. I go very small strokes and I start building it up. Whoops. Oh my gosh, sorry. I line from the inside out. I don't really even it out now. I just like to map it out. I always like to have a little bit of fresh liner just so I can get that sharp edge. So now when you come from your eye, remember, you just come straight out. Now it's all up to you because I know it's very hard to get like the perfect angle. Trust me, I get it. I totally get it, but I just come completely straight out, whoop, and I just follow right here. Sometimes I do angle it more up or I'll angle it more out. It really depends on the shape. I'll just do like a traditional wing. I know some people do it really thin, some do it small. I'd say that mine's kind of like a medium size. It's really hard for me to do small wings because I like to fly. I believe I can fly. I come from right here and I just take the edge and I just come straight out. Like, I mean, you can't get any more precise and sharp than that. Like, look how thin that line is. I'm like, okay, how far do I want to fly? How many states am I going over? Let's see. I don't connect it right from the very edge. I come down more in the center over here and I kind of mark it right there. I'm like, okay, that's where I want it. I don't go too high because once you hit it high, then your wing is done. So if anything, aim lower and fill this in. Sorry, my mirror is like pretty far away from me right now, so it's a little bit difficult. Plus I'm talking and wing liner can get a little tricky, so sorry if maybe it doesn't turn out the best. I'm just warning you right now. I really like that shape, so I'm gonna keep that shape. Now I'm just gonna go and do small strokes to even this liner out. And look, I didn't even clean it up yet. That's how great this freaking brush works. I love it. Underneath the wing and slowly conceal. Slowly, and the reason why I say slowly is because it's very easy to dip right into here, blend it out, and there you go. That's how I do my wing liner. This is as even as I can get it right now. You guys, it's honestly just practicing and just starting little and then just building up from there. Like I said, even though I do wing liner all the time, I still make mistakes. They're not always even. Yeah, and sometimes they're different shapes, or I want them a little bit more pointier or thicker. It's just all up to you, however you personally want to do your wing liner. I just want to show you just like the holy grail stuff that I personally use whenever I do my wing liner. So yeah, pray to the wing liner gods and hopefully you will be okay. All right guys, with that being said, I'm gonna get going. Don't forget I upload every Tuesday and Thursday, bonus videos Sundays, and I will see you Pineapples in the next one. Mwah.
Here we go, it's all about you, it's all about me, it's all about what we do. Making art, you and me, trying to find something to